Hi, this is Ashley from filthytruth.com, and today is day 33 of my 90-day novel challenge. And so far, it's been pretty good. I have no real complaints about the book so far. It's um it's kind of like a conversational type of book. Like, it's not one of those stringent, you must do this and you must do that and all these, just rules and regulations on how to write a novel. And it's just really organic and just kind of free flowing and, very permissive for creativity. The first 4 weeks or so are devoted to character development, which is something that I've always struggled with. But it's basically each day you read, some of what Alan Watt has to say about a particular instance of storytelling, and at the end of at the end of that particular section, he'll say, okay, if, in the voice of your hero, what would your hero like on there? God, what is the name of the thing? I think it's like epitaph. I think it's called, basically your headstone when you die. And just questions like that, and you write for 5 minutes. Another question is like, what's your character's relationship with God, or how does your character feel about love, or things like that. Like, I don't want to give away everything in the man's book, but it's just general questions like that, like you would ask a person if you were dating them, or just different things like that. Just getting to know your character type of questions, which is really important when you start to write and think about the different situations your character will be in, because like Alan Watts says, like, your character is kind of discovered through conflict. So with the conflict that's going on in the story, that's how you get to see who your character is, by how they react to certain situations, how they deal with certain things. So now that I'm moving into like week 5, I'm starting to work on my first draft of the novel and everything, like doing some actual writing. And I have to say that I first thought it was going to be pretty daunting, because in the beginning of the book he says that eventually you're going to devote like 2 hours to writing every day. And I was like, man, I really don't know if I can devote 2 hours to writing every day. But I found that, he later on he says that like you need to write at least 750 to 1,000 words a day. And it sounded like a lot, but once I started writing and going through, the scenes and everything, I was like, oh, okay, this is manageable. So I only wrote for one day so far, and I should really have like 4 days worth of writing. I should really have like at least 4,000 words so far, and I only have like 800, and that's horrible. But in my defense, I had a crazy weekend, a lot of family stuff going on and a lot of homework from other classes, so it's just been a crazy weekend. But I am going to catch up and make up the words that I missed so I can be on track. But to anyone who is thinking about purchasing this book, or is considering writing a novel, I've always struggled with the fear of writing that first great American novel or whatever. But I'm learning that just about every author has that just crappy first novel that they knock out before they start to get to the real meat of what they write about. So I just kind of figured, with me doing this 90-day novel challenge as well as taking a novella writing class, that these two things can kind of ease me into knocking out that first novel and working with long form fiction, and just having the gumption to really finish what I started, and kind of finally get that novel out so that I can move forward and let my writing develop, instead of just being so afraid to pour myself into one large piece of work. So once again, the book is the 90-day novel Unlock the Story Within, and it's by Alan Watt. It's just Watt, no S, just Watt, W-A-T-T. and I purchased it from Amazon. You don't have to purchase it from Amazon. That's just where I got it from, and no one has paid me to say this or anything like that. I'm just telling you what I've purchased on my own. No one's paying me to promote anything. So I got the Kindle version because I usually travel with my iPod, which is where I have the Kindle app on, so it's easier for me to, be on my computer typing or, writing, and then be able to take my iPod with me and have it right there if I'm, if I have a quick moment, like on a lunch break or something like that, and I can look at it and read and do the exercise and things like that. I also recommend for the first month, well, actually so far for the whole just 90 days, to travel with a small notebook. Just to have on hand all of the things that you your character development, your outline, act 1, act 2, act 3, just everything that you need, at your fingertips to make sure that your story is, on the right trajectory. Excuse me, it's kind of late. But other than that, I think that's about it. So yes, please, if you are thinking about writing a novel or anything like that, definitely pick up the book. Or if you have any more questions, feel free to email me at ash, that's ASH, at thefilthytruth.com. And that's pretty much it. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.